I've been quite a bit into Fortnite lately, so I purchased the Strikepack FPS Dominator from Collective Minds to boost my gaming skills. I've bought it for €55 off Amazon and it arrived within 4 days. In this video I'm going to show you how to mount and install the device, but also how it changed my gaming experience. Hello everyone, this is Series Monkey and welcome to another review on my channel. It is fairly easy to install. First you want to insert the microUSB into its slot on the controller. Then you want to align these pins with the small loudspeaker holes on the front of the PS4 controller and wait for the click. Next you just have to plug the USB cable into the hole. Just make sure it goes into the right place and apply quite a bit of pressure. Once this is done, you can now connect it to the PS4. This will turn on the light of the device and your PS4 will ask you which account is using the headset. That's because the PS4 recognizes it as a headset. And that's about it. The FPS Dominator is connected. Then you want to map the pedals. You simply have to click this button, the one on the same side as the pedal, and press the button you want to assign to it. As easy as that. You can also connect the device to a PC to assign different buttons or even change the button layout of the controller. In my case, I inverted the R1 and R2 buttons because in some games you cannot change the button layout. So when I connect the Strikepack FPS Dominator, R1 replaces R2 and vice versa. Even after configuring specific buttons on your PC, you can always change your paddle assignments. The Strikepack FPS Dominator has a Whyte connection. On one hand you have a lag-free connection which gives you a small edge in online gaming, and you don't have to charge your controller. But on the other hand, you have to be constantly wired up. You cannot unplug the USB if you want to use it. It doesn't bother me too much, but it really depends on personal preference. You're also able to use your PS4 wireless stereo headset. I was worried in the beginning because I thought you couldn't connect two devices recognized as headsets by the PS4 at the same time, but it works nicely. Because I'm using a PS4 Pro, I have an additional USB port, but non-Pro users might miss a free slot to charge other devices. The pedals are very clicky and responsive, and they're in a good position too. I've got small hands and I'm perfectly able to reach them. I've been playing with the device on a daily basis for 3 months now, and there's really nothing I can complain about. Although I don't think you should drop this a lot. The weight of the PS4 controller might crush it. It is fairly light and made out of plastic. The pedals though are attached to the piece by a magnet. They can be easily replaced. Initially I bought this to move faster and build quicker on Fortnite. The thing is, your thumb doesn't have to leave the joystick. You can aim while jumping. This really gives you an advantage in first-person shooters. But it takes some time to get used to. It took me almost 2 weeks. First you have to use a finger that you're not used to play with, and then you have to change the way you hold your controller. In my case, I've always played this way, pressing R1 and R2 with the index finger and the other fingers to hold my controllers. But now I have to hold my controller this way. Finally, once I've climbed over all these obstacles, there is no way I will play without the Strikepack FPS Dominator again. I'm able to play a lot faster and much more precise. I use it on Fortnite but also on Call of Duty. It's perfect for fast-paced games where aiming plays an important role. You almost never have to lift your right thumb. You can constantly be aiming and still do other things like jumping. Is it worth €55? Well, it depends. In my case, I already own 4 controllers, so buying an entirely new scuffed controller for €150 was a little too much for me. For €55 now I have a device that I can use on any of the 4 controllers. If I didn't have that many controllers, I would have preferred a new gaming controller because you can have 4 extra pedals instead of 2. I still think that €55 is a bit expensive, mainly because it's made out of plastic. I guess that €40 would be a fair price. But hey, they're the only ones on the market and there's really not much to complain about. All in all, I'm very happy with the Strikepack FPS Dominator. It has been working perfectly for the last 3 months and I've even improved in some games. It is definitely a game changer and I recommend it to anyone who wants to step up his gameplay. Feel free to share your experience or ask any questions in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.